AI has gone way above and beyond. You will not believe what I am going to show you this morning. I am afraid, very afraid. The saga of the ostriches. I don't know if you followed this story or not. I have been. This is the first time we talked about it. And it's hard because this story changes every day, every moment, every hour. So I may even be behind the times. I kept an eye on Twitter just before we went online here, but it's a sad story. And Google apparently is going to be restoring all of those suspended, terminated accounts on YouTube. As you know, Google owns YouTube. So we'll see what happens. That is some interesting stuff. We got a lot of stuff going on. And also, there's something else I wanted to talk to you about before we get started here. You'll see down at the bottom, right below our video down here somewhere, there is a red join button. That join button is for Locals. Locals is a site in which I can upload videos to my account, which I have done in the past. I have to be honest, I haven't uploaded hardly anything out there in a long time. But I am creating a new offshoot of the Sheldon Show. It's not going to be constant every day, but it's going to be every once in a great while. We're going to do the Sheldon Show after hours. So once we're done with the live show, I'm going to tape kind of the crap I didn't get to talk about. It's going to be very relaxed, very laid back. I'm going to be totally upfront and honest with you. I'm probably going to swear a lot because normally I hold back on this show because, you know, it's a public thing and it's live and we want to be a little cautious and courteous, of course. But it'll be a lot more open and cover some of the stuff we either didn't get the chance to or stuff that I just didn't think was appropriate for the show for various reasons. So we'll give you a little extra footage. You got to join, though. All of our stuff is going to be for members only. And that is that red button right about here that says join. So you can go over there, join up with Locals. It's not expensive, and it really helps the show a lot. And I'll be giving you some extra stuff, little extra content, bonus stuff for you. Hey, Danny, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Got my blackout coffee ready to roll. Good on you. Marilyn, hope you got some rest yesterday. Indeed. I'm not sure if Marilyn's in here, but I don't think so. And hopefully she will get a chance to join us later. All right. Artificial intelligence. It's done a ton of things. It will be capable of doing even more, but it is officially game over when it comes to what we can trust and what we can't for what we see online for videos and people posting things of themselves. One Animate, which is fully open source, is a SOTA model. The quality of the image is nothing like I've seen so far. It is way above and beyond, and there is virtually no way to tell it is not real. It does an absolutely phenomenal job with environmental lighting, integrating the fake character into the background. Absolutely unbelievable. What I am about to show you on the top is the guy who is doing the creation. And down below, based on that picture you see in the upper left corner, is that Taylor Swift, if I'm not mistaken. So you'll see the backgrounds are the same room, everything else is the same, the lighting is the same. This isn't the best part. Just wait a second. All right? Now watch as he speaks, and then go down and watch Taylor Swift speak.
Friends, listen, what you're seeing right now is crazy.
We are crossing a line in human history where the boundary between reality and fiction is vanishing.
And this is not a Hollywood billion-dollar high-production studio. This is open source. This is from your computer, a click of a button, and most people will not be able to even tell the difference now. So be safe out there, question what you see, verify what you believe, and follow who wants to stay ahead of the curve. This is Syria.
Look at that. That is insane. Honestly, I cannot tell. I absolutely could not tell. The lighting, something we have which is called depth of field, the focus, it's beyond belief. This has all kinds of, well, in some cases good, but in most cases, extremely bad implications. I mean, bad. For example, speaking of the bad part, again, a little explanation. Let me show you the site here. You see, oh crap. Is there any way we can adjust that down and then pop up the top? There we go. Okay. You see the top right? That is the guy who is creating this woman based on these pictures. That's the guy, and that is the AI-generated woman. Once again, lighting, depth of field, everything. Unbelievable. And now watch exactly what he has to say. This is how things can go south in a New York minute.
Yo. Somebody granddaddy is getting tricked with this software right here.
Yep.
That's also him.
Not safe either. Grandma is not safe because Mr. Johnny is here.
You see that? That is also him. That's him, AI generated, and that's him. And apparently these two are, well, this guy playing both of those characters is about to make some video call to somebody's baby daddy. You see how this can go south in a very short amount of time? Absolutely unbelievable. Would this be allowed in court? Would you be able to put this up as evidence if you didn't know it was AI generated? Got one more for you, and believe me, this is just 3 out of hundreds that have been posted online. You'll find them everywhere on X, all over TikTok. Take a look at this one. You see down there, that little bottom left? That is the guy generating that woman. And once again, I cannot tell this is AI generated, and I've been in this business for over 40 years almost. This is nuts, folks. Take a look and a listen. Dang. Seriously. Can't tell, cannot tell the difference. Now, you can see how this could be used in very nefarious ways. It's incredible. Danny says, thank God I'm not having to date in this age. I actually met my husband on Tinder, really, 10 years ago. Wow. I cannot imagine trying to do this in 2025. Yeah, even as far as those sites are concerned, Tinder or whatever these days app is for that, swipe right, swipe left. Let's think about it from criminal activity. Even to the simplest, somebody phones you on a video call saying, "Mom, it's me, Jessica, your daughter. I've been kidnapped. You need to send $100,000 into this bank account." And it looks like this, that kind of quality. You're not going to doubt that it is who she says she is. Like I said, court proceedings. We are going to need some absolute top-of-the-line AI experts who will, through one means or the other, try and figure out whether or not this stuff that's being created these days is actually AI generated or real. How that's going to happen, I have absolutely no idea. But that's weird. Beyond weird. Be prepared, folks. We were worried about AI taking over the world. We were worried about AI running our lives. It's going to be sneaking in the back door like that when you least expect it. Phew, man. Speaking of sneaking in the back door, while we all have been thoroughly occupied with Charlie Kirk and all that's happened, everybody focused on that. Well, guess what Gavin Newsom and his band of merry men was doing? Gavin and the Democrats in California rammed through an online censorship bill, and nobody talked about it. Before we get to that, though, this is critical to what we were just talking about. Denny says that actually happened to my grandma 5 years ago. What sounded like my cousin Sam, and he even said, "Grandma, it's Sam." He was crying and said he's in jail and needed money. Another one. Luckily, she called my aunt right away, who confirmed that Sam was not in jail. Wow. So you see, there you go. And that's just over a phone call. All right. Gavin Newsom and the California Democrats. Censorship bills snuck through while everybody was looking right. They were mucking around on the left. Here are the penalties under this bill. Listen to this. If you post something on social media, anywhere online, that the state of California deems to be hateful, and who gets to define that? The penalty for that reckless violation, civil penalty up to $500,000. For an intentional, knowing, or willful violation, the penalty can go up to $1 million. SB 771 passed the Assembly September 10th, 10 days ago. Then September 16th, passed the Senate completely under our noses, which means right now the only thing standing in the way of complete statewide government censorship is Newsom's signature. Am I exaggerating about how bad this bill is? I am not. The actual bill, you can pull it up yourself. It's called the Personal Rights Liberty Social Media Platform. State-controlled speech. Unbelievable. 100% true. There are screenshots from the bill. Listen to this.
Middle of all of this, something else happened around free speech, something nobody seems to be talking about happening in the background while none of us are paying attention. the bluest state in the country, California, just passed the most censorious bill ever to be introduced in this country, SB 771, passing the Assembly on September 10th, 10 days ago, then on September 16th, passing the Senate completely under our noses, which means right now, all that stands between complete statewide government censorship is Gavin Newsom's signature. Now, am I exaggerating about how bad this bill is? No, I am not. Here is the actual bill. You can pull this up yourself on the state's website. The bill's called SB 771. It's called Personal Rights Liability Social Media Platforms. In Section 2, Title 23 of the bill, it defines the penalties for breaking this new California law. If you post something on social media anywhere online that the state of California deems to be hateful, there's a penalty for that reckless violation, a civil penalty of up to $500,000. For an intentional, knowing, or willful violation, a civil penalty of up to $1 million. That is the definition of the state controlling speech, folks, not what Trump just did. We don't like what the FCC chairman happened to say on Benny Johnson's show, but there's a huge difference between that and real government censorship. And what type of speech is California trying to police here? Well, let's read from the bill. It says, this bill protects against online harassment, particularly when directed at historically marginalized groups. Which means what? If you were to, I don't know, point out who the Kavanaugh assassin is, which we all just learned about this morning in this new court filing, if you were to say who that person is, would you be fined $500,000? Pretty frightening. All of this happening in the midst of the media and Democrats, Barack Obama, Kamala Harris making hay out of Trump trying to attack the First Amendment. Meanwhile, the state of California is actively passing UK-style laws that will fine you for saying the wrong thing.
Wow. And again, the whole thing passed, just awaiting Governor Newsom's signature, as everybody was focusing on everything else going on, Kirk and the rest. California. Man, unbelievable. All right, the ostriches. I want to talk about the ostriches. Katie Passitney is the owner of that ostrich farm, and she has been pleading for help from not only Canadian leaders. Now she has posted a video asking President Trump for help, asking everyone to do what they can to try and help. Little background: the Canadian Food Inspection Agency is going to be culling, which means killing, all of her ostriches. They are not used as livestock. They are not used for food. The RCMP officer smirking because he sees dollars for getting a promotion for doing as he was told. You can't reason or make a convincing plea to such people. They're sociopaths who would gladly shoot every bird in the head at point-blank range if it advances their career. That's all they care about. This woman, tragically, has been begging and pleading for the life of her ostriches based on some bullshit bird flu crap. And again, they were getting ready to do that just hours ago. There was something about they had won an appeal, the ostrich farm owner. Haven't seen any more updates on that. Give a listen.
And you know what? The world's going to watch. The world's going to watch farmers be taken from their property that have been protecting their animals for 35 years. We are not a commercial poultry facility. We are not poultry. These animals deserve the right to be fed by our hands for their last days while they prepare for their inhumane euthanization and eradication of life. Decades of life. You remember that. Decades of life will be put into dumpsters. Decades of life is going to fall to their knees in the next 24 to 48 hours if you don't stand up. We are asking for true leadership. Leadership in Canada, you rise up. This is our time. Please, we are asking you, we are screaming, help us. Help us save these animals. They are not sick. They've never been tested. Please help us. Getting smirked at by the RCMP officers, I want him removed. RCMP, I want that constable removed from our property. It was completely unethical. At a time like this and what we're going through, I want you remembered.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. They are putting up bales of hay, corralling the ostriches into a circle. Like I said, this story is happening as we speak. What I'm going to do right now is just take a look through my main feed. This was from 8 hours ago. Not sure what this one is. Let's see I can share this with you.
Don't worry, we're gonna have a miracle.
Guess what today is? Miracle Tuesday. And all we've asked for, everybody, you pray for miracles today. Miracles, miracles, and more miracles. Miracles. This is for your children. This is for your grandchildren. This is for our freedoms, our property rights, the rights to own our own animals and treat them and love them and protect them. These animals are not commercial poultry. They are not poultry. They are family. They're family.
Absolutely insane. Like I said, I'm just doing a live search through Twitter right now to see what may be there or not. This is completely happening. It could occur at any moment that they decide to proceed with this ridiculous culling of this herd of ostriches. Horrendous. Canada, you should be ashamed of yourself. Unbelievable. The Bible says no one knows the hour, especially not TikTok. Okay, well, I added in the little TikTok thing. But they don't know either. And we are going to tell you about that after we entice you to get yourself a hot, fresh, bubbling, gorgeous, full-bodied cup of Blackout coffee. Blackout Coffee, the best coffee on the planet. American company, works with local co-ops and American farmers to grow the absolute best coffee beans. You can order beans or ground now for many of their brews, many of their roasts, so check it out. They have absolutely got you covered with pods, instant, cold brew. It's all there. And now you see that says ground. Hang on, switch over to the website. There we go. You can order not just beans, you can order some of these roasts ground, all set for you, ready to go. Signature blends, teas, cocoa, flavored coffees, which are incredible. Just use the link in our show notes, and you will get 20% off your first order when you use the code J20, JAY20. That gets you 20% off your first order. Check them out. Order a bag, whether it's beans or ground, you can get both. And they roast your bags only after your beans only after you order, and they ship them out within 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours, which means you've got a fresh roasted bag of the greatest coffee on the planet at your doorstep in less than a week. Unbelievable, folks. This coffee is... Will you stop doing that? This coffee is the best. I drink it. I drink it morning, noon, and night. I have it with me right now. And so should you. It's just that good. I challenge you. Order a single bag. That's all you got to do. Get one bag. Head over there. Links in our show notes. Order a bag. Get your 20% off with your J20 code. And try it. you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Blackout Coffee, thank you, John, and the gang at Blackout Coffee. All right. The Bible says no one knows the hour. Neither does TikTok. You still there? Well, that could mean one of two things. Either we are heathens and we missed the rapture, or yet another prediction of Jesus' return has proven false. Spoiler alert, it's the latter. But if you get your theology from TikTok, seriously, why would you? You might believe Jesus is coming September 23rd. That would be yesterday. Or the 24th. Maybe you want to give yourself a little wiggle room, because that's what they said. Now, where did this idea come from? The date of September 23rd, 2025 appears to have originated from Joshua Mulcala in South Africa. News reports widely described him as a pastor. In a YouTube video from June, he said, "I'm just a simple person. No title. I'm not an apostle. I'm not a pastor. I'm not a bishop. I'm just a believer." In the video, he says that Jesus came to him in a dream in 2018 and told him on the 23rd or 24th of September 2025, I will come to take my church. The context, as he understood it, was the 2026 FIFA World Cup. He was telling me that by June 2026, the world was gearing towards the World Cup because chaos would descend after the rapture. There will be no World Cup in 2026. Of course, predicting a rapture isn't really anything new. You remember the apocalyptic predictions of Edgar Weisnot and his companion piece booklets? 88 Reasons Why the Rapture Will Be in 1988. Guess not. He was supremely confident that Jesus would return between September 11th and 13th of 1988. It gets better. Jesus did not return in 1988. And he realized an error in the calendar, realized that Jesus wasn't coming back in 1988 after all. He was going to return in 1989. When that didn't happen, he decided, I made a mistake. It was 1990, and then 1991, 1992, 93, 94. Needless to say, it hasn't happened yet, and Edgar is just another historical curiosity bunker. The Bible is full of patterns, symbolism. Peter Sherlock, professor, theologian at Charles Sturt University in Australia. It's no wonder that in trying to interpret the sacred text, many readers end up decoding patterns to arrive at prognostications of doom, sometimes even dates for when the world will end. I don't subscribe to any dispensational theology. I believe the Lord will rapture Christians, living and dead, into heaven at Christ's second coming at the end of days. Your mileage may vary, but the TikTokers, they are the ones taking this whole thing absolutely seriously. People are actually preparing their homes for when they get sucked out in the rapture so that the people left behind will have a nice place to stay. These people are just going full on Heaven's Gate in this case. It is insane. Can we pause that and start again? Thank you. All right. Here's some of the crap going on TikTok. Insane.
So yesterday I posted a video asking what are we doing to prepare our homes as Christians for the people who are left behind. And so just today I kind of made a little list of like what I could think of. If anybody else has anything that they're specifically doing in their house, please let me know. Obviously, clean my house and this and that, but my house is never truly clean because I have a toddler. But this is the things that I've kind of come up with. So like, here's my little list. Hey guys, all right. What did I do today to prepare my home for the people that are left behind? Let me show you. I got these at the Dollar Tree. I just wrote these on here, like little notes. I also bookmarked some scriptures. There's the scriptures for you. And I wrote this in every single one of the books. So hopefully these books end up in the hands of people who will need them.
On one hand, no real harm done at the moment. I mean, nice enough if you truly believe that you're going to be taken away in the rapture and your home is just going to be sitting there and you want to give messages and Bibles for whoever's left behind. No harm, no foul. I applaud your faith. I think you're a nut job, but I applaud your faith. But these people have thoroughly convinced themselves. These people are absolutely nuts. Take a look at this one.
I have tried to record this video like 10 times. I feel like it's time for me to step away from TikTok. I feel like my story is over. I have been so blessed by this, and the Lord has done so much, and I'm so grateful to have been his vessel. And you guys already know, I truly believe with all my heart we will be raptured during Feast of Trumpets this year. If there is some chance that we don't get raptured, I will come back and make an apology video for myself being deceived, and that will be it. I may seem like I don't care right now. I'm kind of frustrated because I keep trying to record this, but I assure you this is, it's bittersweet because I know we're going home, but it's just been such a blessing being able to do this and to see what the Lord has done and allowed me to be a part of.
You see, these people believe with all of their hearts. Like I said, on one hand, okay, you believe what you want to believe. On the other hand, this potentially could lead to a lot of problems, a lot of issues. People unaliving themselves, if you know what I mean. It has the potential for being very, very dangerous. We need to keep a little bit of an eye here. We don't want another Heaven's Gate thing going on. God knows. The would-be assassin of President Trump has been found guilty as charged. What a freak. You know, when they read the verdict out, he tried to stab himself in the neck with a pen. This man is not stable. Congratulations to Attorney General Pam Bondi, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanchett, entire DOJ team. In Florida, the person who attempted the assassination on Trump's life, Trump himself, saying the trial was meticulously handled. I want to thank the judge and jury for their time, professionalism, and patience. This was an evil man with evil intentions, and they caught him. I'd also like to thank the Secret Service, Department of Florida Law Enforcement, and the wonderful person who spotted him running from the scene of the crime. The jury found Ryan Roth guilty on all counts. Done. Lock him away. Throw away the key. We are finished with you, ya moron. It's a frightening story, and it's frightening only because the left and their lies continue. ICE holds a 5-year-old autistic girl hostage in order to bait her innocent father. Really? No. It is a complete lie. We have seen this from the legacy media for so long, so often in recent months. The sob stories about illegal aliens, often criminal, nabbed by ICE even though they were loving, peaceful, law-abiding people who just trying to raise families. We had Maryland father, Camar Albrego Garcia, actually from El Salvador, MS-13 gang member, accused human trafficker. We saw the Democrats and the press defend Algerian, Palestinian, pro-Hamas American hater Mahmoud Khalil, driving force behind the anti-Semitic, often violent protests at Columbia University back in 2024. There may indeed be some sad stories out there, but they keep picking ones that aren't. To wit, we have another terrible tale. This one, according to NBC News, ICE agents held a 5-year-old autistic girl outside her Massachusetts home to pressure her father to surrender to authorities last week, according to the girl's family. The mother said they'd taken her daughter for no reason whatsoever. The girl is sitting beside what appears to be a law enforcement SUV, holding a bottle while encircled by several men, according to the video. They took my daughter. She's 5 years old. She has autism spectrum. The girl's mother says in the video, "Give me my daughter back." Awful, despicable, inhuman, dastardly ICE agents trying to enforce immigration law, terrorizing Americans. That would be the case if it were true. The Department of Homeland Security says it is a crock. The father abandoned the child. ICE never used a 5-year-old girl as bait. Disgusting smear. The criminal illegal alien target, with previous arrests for domestic abuse and strangulation, among other charges, has abandoned his own child in a car. He fled from the car, gave officers the double middle finger, darted inside his house, and abandoned his 5-year-old daughter in the car. He couldn't have cared less, ran into the house and locked himself in. Officers rescued the child and called local police to report the abandonment. Disgusting smears like this, peddled by the media, have increased like 1,000%. Assaults against our brave law enforcement have increased accordingly. Turns out the suspect had been in the U.S. for 25 years, less than cooperative with authorities. Add that to his previous arrests for domestic abuse, strangulation, NBC's narrative not quite so compelling, is it? Meanwhile, the daughter's returned to her mother without harm. Edward later detained, being held at ICE Detention Center in Plymouth, Massachusetts. This kind of information and misinformation and just blatant lies favoring these criminals and put out there by alleged news organizations like NBC. You cannot hate the media enough. Absolutely insane. And they're going to keep on doing it. I promise you. We need to support companies that support us. And let me tell you, if your cell phone service is coming from anyone other than Patriot Mobile, you ain't doing enough. Patriot Mobile is the United States of America's only Christian conservative cell phone service provider. Check it out.
When you choose Patriot Mobile, you're not just picking a wireless provider. You're choosing a company that shares your values. It's easy to switch, and you can keep your number, your phone, and most importantly, your values. With Patriot Mobile, you get the power of nationwide coverage on all 3 major networks. That means wherever life takes you, we've got you covered on the same reliable networks you already know and trust. And when you need us, we're here for you right here at home. Our customer service is 100% US-based because we believe that support should come from people who understand you and your values. At Patriot Mobile, you're not just another call, you're a priority. In today's world, where you spend your money matters more than ever, every dollar is a vote for the kind of future you want to build. Join the thousands of Americans making a difference with every call, every text, and every connection. Choose a company that shares your values. Choose Patriot Mobile.
PatriotMobile.com/JJAY. That is the only link you need to make the switch. Couldn't be simpler. 100% US-based customer service staff. They are there to help you through the process, not to upsell you in a plan you don't need. Pick your plan. They'll help you with it if you need help. It's simpler. It could not be simpler. It is so easy to make the switch. Like they said, keep your number, keep your phone. Your coverage will be just the same. The difference is the money you pay every month for your account, that does not go to any of those left-wing causes. They are a 100% Christian conservative company that provide exactly the same coverage as everybody else, but they do it for the right reasons, and they help to contribute part of their profits to the causes you and I believe in. PatriotMobile.com/J. Make the switch, and if you use that link, your first month is free. Yep, your very first month, no charge, using PatriotMobile.com/J. And who knows, with all their different packages over there, you may even wind up saving money on your monthly bill. They also, by the way, if you think you can't make the switch because you're under contract, check it out, because they have different ways to work around that and get you out of whatever contract you're under now. Again, it's detailed, but go to the website. They'll help you through it. And there is a way for you to make that switch. Simple, easy, cost-effective, and your first month free. PatriotMobile.com/J. Google, which owns YouTube, says they're going to restore the YouTube accounts that were banned under pressure from the Biden administration. Yep, they vowed yesterday to reinstate YouTube accounts that were banned under pressure from the Biden admin for COVID-19 or related content. One problem, though, somewhat lost in the shuffle of blaming the Biden admin, the big tech platform admitted that it also censored content independently based on its own internal policies. Google, which of course owns YouTube, claims it has since rolled back those policies. We will believe that when we see it. You know the old trust but verify? That's what we're talking about. Google, also known by their parent company Alphabet, detailed their somewhat surprising decision in a document no doubt begrudgingly handed to the House Judiciary Committee by a lawyer who represented the company. This new policy could hit hard given Google has, for years, threatened, censored, permanently banned users every single day. Americans from conservative heavyweights like FBI Director, Deputy Director Dan Bongino, Sebastian Gorka, The War Room with Steve Bannon, all unfairly targeted to change the narrative on the pandemic. This show, while it is live right now on Rumble and X, is being recorded and it is uploaded after the fact to YouTube. So far, so good. And I don't think to myself while I'm talking here, oh, will that go on you? I don't give a crap. I really don't. I could not possibly give a crap less. You want to ban me? Ban me. You want to knock a show down? They're not going to put me in the algorithm. People are not going to find me. You want to go to YouTube and search out The Jay Sheldon Show? Give us a follow, subscribe. Great. Thank you. But I just stick it out there so it's out there. Somebody wants to discover it, you can discover it. YouTube claims, and frankly, I do not believe them, but they claim they are rolling back on their censorship. Trust but verify. Name it a game, my friends. Name it a game. I am in the wrong business. I say that for a reason. This woman is a dancer in Miami. And yes, she is that kind of a dancer. What would you imagine a dancer in a club in Miami would make in a night? I don't know, a good night, maybe $1,000? You would be way off. Have a listen.
I'm a dancer in Miami, Florida, and let's see how much money I made tonight. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1,000. 1, 2.
Okay, I'm going to skip ahead because there's a lot of money here.
9, 10, 4,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 5,000. 10, 8,000. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 900. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1,000. 9,000. 9,100. 9,200. $9,240. So obviously this was a really crazy night. I did have one new customer that I made like 2,000 off of, and then the rest of my money was from a regular who comes in and just books hour after hour after hour after hour to talk to me about his job as a venture capitalist. So yeah, it's actually cool because I'm making money but also learning a lot, and he thinks it's annoying, but I actually love when he comes in.
9,000 over dollars in one night, which is why I started this story by saying I'm in the wrong business. Now, I can't be a dancer, nor would I want to be, but are you kidding me? Do you know how long it takes me to have to earn that kind of money? A long time. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But here's something that woman could afford $9,000 over dollars a night. This is aged Wagyu beef. I'll be honest with you, I've always wanted to. I have never had the chance to try it. We have a lot of fake Wagyu here. But really, honest to God, Wagyu beef, first of all, it costs a bloody fortune. Not as much as this one does. But this aged Wagyu is officially the world's most expensive meat. You ready for their per pound price? $3,200 per pound. Take a look at this. This is aged Wagyu. Wow. That is absolutely incredible. Look at that. Look at the marbling in that. $3,200 a pound. Okay, so I won't be having it tonight for dinner. Love to, but probably not. All right. That's it, folks. Thank you so much for popping by. We appreciate it. Hey, get ready because we are starting a brand new segment, not on this show, but on our locals channel. And it's been sitting there forever. I uploaded a few videos behind the scenes about, months, a year ago. So it's been a while. But if you look right down there, there is a red join button. All this new content I'm going to be uploading is going to be for members only. So you got to join. Going to cost you a small amount of money, but believe me, every amount of that money goes to help support the show. Thank you for doing that. Appreciate it. Wow. All right, we're done. We're out of here. I'll see you again tomorrow, Thursday edition of the Jay Sheldon Show. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day.